The Singer Confidence has a lot of nice features built in. Along with graphics printed on it, helps you get this thing set up and running. Threading this machine is a lot easier than it used to be, and the graphics showing you the path helps. The auto threader in this machine takes a little getting used to. You have to hold the thread between the fingers that come around the needle, then let the thread go as the fingers pull it back through the eye. I have to say this got a little frustrating at first, but with some experience I'm getting better at it. Part of my new sewing world is a thread tensioning dial that actually works. Singer includes a lot of stuff, including a bunch of extra pressure feet that I don't know how to use yet, but we'll figure that out along the way. Singer has lots of instructional stuff on YouTube, and that makes it easier to figure out how to use this stuff. Singer includes a snap-on work table that gives you a lot more working surface for working at larger projects. Despite its capabilities, the controls on the Singer Confidence are pretty easy to understand. The bottom button lets you run the machine without the foot pedal. Above that is the reversing button. The slider button controls the top speed of the machine, but the foot pedal is always variable speed, so this makes it very easy to operate. Being accurate is a lot easier when you're not going real fast. The Singer Confidence has over 200 stitches, and you get this very durable, heavy plastic card that shows you all the numbers for the stitches you want to use. To use a specific stitch, we use the LCD panel and the buttons below it. When you select a stitch, the machine sets up the length and width. You can change both of those settings, but the machine limits how far you can go. This top button lets you control where the needle parks when you let go of the speed control. Choices are full up or full down. I really like this feature and use it all the time. A big reason that I have the Singer Confidence is because my 40-year-old machine has the stand-up bobbin in it, and that's constantly getting messed up. This lay-down bobbin system is way easier to set up. All we need to do is remember to put our finger on the bobbin and hold a little tension as we pull the thread through the track. It even cuts off the bobbin thread at the end of the track, and you're all ready to go back sewing. I'm not big into using buttons, but when I get that way, Singer includes this Buttonhole Foot. Between this trick pressure foot and a computerization, buttonholes are a lot easier to make these days. For people that are used to making buttonholes, just clicking the pressure foot in place might be the big chore. And yes, I did get it in place. To size the buttonhole, we use one of the buttons to sort of tell the Singer Confidence how big to make it. We just clamp one of the buttons in this holder at the back of the pressure foot. The Singer Confidence has several styles of buttonholes, but I'm going to use the basic one as they say in the instructions for our demonstration here. Next we have to lower the button tab and make sure that it's behind the little arm sticking out of the pressure foot. The next toughest thing is just to put the pressure foot on the fabric where you want the buttonhole. Then all you have to do is step on the pedal and wait for it to get done. I'm not going to make you sit here and watch the whole buttonhole making process, but it all goes by itself. I had to do nothing but hold the pedal down and wait for it to get done going through all the motions. I will show you the result though, because this is the first buttonhole I've made. I've got all sorts of high-tech ways to mess things up, but the Singer Confidence wouldn't let me mess this one up. The Singer Confidence has a very rudimentary lettering feature. To do this, we have to enter a series of numbers from the card that represent the letters that we want to sew. This isn't an embroidery machine, and you don't get to pick the font or the size or anything else. There's no graphical interface here. We just enter the number for the letter that we want in and then move on to the next one. And not surprisingly, I messed this up, as we'll see later when it's finished sewing. After placing the fabric, we just press the button to start it. We don't use the foot control because the machine decides how fast to stitch and it stops when it's done stitching. And here again, this is not an embroidery machine, so it's going to take a little while to do this. Right about here, I was thinking that this is taking too long even for me. But it turns out that the machine was doing exactly what I told it to, only I didn't know I was telling it to. And this is one of the issues I have with this system. I forgot I already had a word programmed in. Like I said, this is rudimentary. If you're looking for an embroidery machine, you need to buy one of those. But if you're looking for a good quality sewing machine with a lot of features that you can use, you need to look at the Singer Confidence. Since getting the Singer Confidence, I've been doing a lot of things I didn't know I could do. And I'm doing them without a lot of screaming and hollering and saying bad words.